I have this 18 by 14 inch piece of wood. I got this from Hobby Lobby. I usually go when they are 50% off, so I got this for $10. And using some Antique Villa Wise Owl paint in a mini foam roller, I gave it 2 coats. I then grabbed this hardware from Hobby Lobby. I found them for $6.99, and then I got them on their 50% off sale. And I have 3 of them here. And using some Kills chalk spray paint in the color white, I sprayed on top of the hardware. Now, when spray painting, we recommend that you wear a good mask and you spray outside. And I allowed those to dry, and then I took some Spanish olive and a small art brush, and I just lightly painted on top of the design on the bottom part of the hardware. I then went back to my board, and using a 220 grit sandpaper, I gave it a light sanding. And then I measured about 10 inches from the bottom of the board, and I put the hardware across the board evenly. I took my drill and I pre-drilled holes where they had holes in the hardware. And then I grabbed some screws and drilled the hardware in place to the board. Now, the hardware had 2 pieces, and there's a top piece here that came with a screw, and I screwed the left side together, and then I placed a glass bottle that I got from Dollar General and screwed the right screw in place, and now this will hold your bottle onto the board, and the hardware just wraps around the neck of the bottle. I got these bottles from Dollar General. They were $2 each, and they just have a picture of a fruit on the front of them. I got this welcome stencil. I believe it was from Michael's, and I centered it on the top of my board, and using some Citron in a foam dabber, I just covered the scroll underneath the welcome. You want to use a small amount of paint so there's no bleed underneath the stencil. And then I took some Wise Owl black chalk synthesis paint, and I covered the entire welcome word. And then I lifted the stencil off. I got these bottle lights from Hobby Lobby. They were $2.99. And I took some Antique Villa and a little bit of Republic Red, and I just mixed them together to get a shade of red that I was looking for. And I took the bottle light and I just painted the top of it. You can certainly leave this brown. And I did this to all 3 bottle lights. I set those aside to dry, and I just quickly connected my letters from the stencil. Once everything was dry, I took a 220 grit sandpaper and gave it another light sanding. This just helps smooth everything out and take away any imperfections from your stencil. And you want to make sure that you remove any of the dust from the sanding. I took some Wise Owl varnish, this is a matte varnish, and a Gen foam brush, and I covered the entire board. I even touched on the hardware and the tops of the bottle caps. I strung the lights inside the glass bottle, and the top of this fits right into the bottle. And then now you have this fun decoration that you can put poolside or outside on a patio and turn it on at nighttime. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Paint products can be found on our webpage at chalkitupfancy.com. And don't forget to check out some other tutorials over on our YouTube or our webpage. Have a great day.